Welcome back, everyone. I don't know if you've had this experience or not, but you know, you hear me talk a lot about people who are less fortunate than we are. It could have to do with physical disability. It could do with income. It could do a lot of different things. But if you had the experience of watching a child who was handicapped and wasn't able to accomplish a task that maybe a normal child might be able to accomplish, and they get the opportunity to do that, you watch their face. It's really pretty remarkable to see the sense of achievement and just the sort of sense of personal reward or competing with their peers, being able to be part of a group or a crowd. I don't think anything is more rewarding and more important than that. And joining me today are two people who are involved with the Dake Foundation for Children, an organization that really helps children with disabilities attain a certain level of achievement. This is Kate Jarosh, who is the event committee chair for an event that's coming up called Rock and Ride. I can't wait to talk about that. And Lisa Munter, who's the VP for the foundation. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you.
Very nice to have you here. I was telling you before we went on air, I had that experience once at the Prospect Center up in Queensbury, and I just never forgot it. It just, to see the expression on the child's face when they knew that they were achieving something that otherwise they just didn't think was ever going to be possible for them.
That's right.
You know, and now the foundation. Lisa, I'm going to start with you. Okay. You're VP of the foundation. You're really dedicated to what I'm talking about, right?
Absolutely. The mission is actually what drew me in the first place, and that's really just being able to give children with disabilities the advantage of being able to participate in their environment and have fun with their own independence. Mm-hmm. So our foundation, the Dake Foundation for Children, we provide adaptive equipment and services so that those kids can actually have a good time as being a child.
Oh, wow, think about that. And that, you know, you mentioned the bikes. The bikes are a big deal if you think about it, because it gives mobility to a child. But it isn't, suppose a child is maybe not capable of that. You were mentioning other things also to be able to help them communicate.
Absolutely. I mean, we give away camperships. We also give away iPads, that type of thing. So if they need to communicate through an iPad, we give away musical instruments, anything that will allow them to be able to participate with their peers and just feel like a kid. Mm-hmm. A lot of these kids don't have those opportunities and they get very frustrated. So we try to find a way to be able to get them more involved.
You know, and if, just talking about the need for this, there are the traditional ways that you might think that, it might be covered by some plan or something like that. A lot of times it just isn't. A lot of times it just doesn't fit the mold of, of allowing somebody to be able to say, hey, you know what, I'd love to be able to get this adaptive equipment, bike or whatever, but it's thousands of dollars. What do they do? How do you find out about people? How do people find out about you?
Well, a lot of times we actually have physical therapists, we have pediatricians, we have caseworkers who know about our foundation, and they will go online and we have an application that they can fill out. Sometimes the parent is the advocate for their child and they'll hear about us and they'll say, hey, we're looking for this for our child, and the board, we actually have a medical advisory panel that reviews the application to see if there's the justification for it, and then we all vote on that as a board.
And then you have to go to work, of course, and raise the money.
That's right.
I think this is the intro for the event committee chairperson.
Yeah. It is. It's super important.
Well, you got an event coming up, Child's Play.
Child's Play. It is so much fun. It's Thursday, May 10th, 5:30 at the Hollow Springs.
Oh, my goodness. All right. Now, if I recall, last year it was Rock and Ride, and it was at the Auto Museum.
Last year it was Rock and Roll at the Auto Museum.
Rock and Roll, I'm sorry.
Yep, and Rock and Ride this year because we are focusing on those bikes to be able to provide more of them.
I've got it. It's at the Hollow Springs.
Hollow Springs.
Yes.
Obviously, with the word rock in there and a guitar on the front of the invitation, I don't know, maybe it's a reach, but I'm thinking music. I'm just thinking, what are you doing? Silent and live auction, pretty much themed around SPAC's summer season, right?
It is. SPAC
Boy, is that cool.
Has a super summer season this year, and we are taking advantage of that and have tickets to pretty much every concert that you would want to go to at SPAC for our live and silent auction to raise money for the foundation.
Yes. I've got it. And also Mazzone, What a great company that is.
Yeah.
Always stepping up.
Very
always out to
generous.
give back to the community.
Yes.
The tickets are like $100, but that includes the Mazzone part and also an open bar.
Yeah,
Open
you can't
bar.
beat that.
Now, do you have to dress up?
The best part is you don't.
Yeah, good.
It's concert attire, and you really see everything. You know, some of us are country fans, some of us are Deadheads, some of us are, you know, different bands that we like the best. There's concert T-shirts. You'll see everything, and it's so much fun that it's child's play.
Yeah.
So I think you might say it's concert attire.
Yes.
Yes.
Would you say that?
Yes.
It is, but you know what? If you feel like putting on that cocktail dress or you're coming from work, I mean, that also goes as well.
Well, there is the ballet gala.
That is right. That is right.
If you feel so compelled to get dressed up,
That's
or
right.
rent a tuxedo. Well, that wouldn't be me personally, but
There are no wrong choices
Yeah.
for that
Exactly. That's a
evening.
good point.
Yeah.
Look, the main thing is get there, because all this money that they raise, it's going right back into the foundation to help with purchasing the kind of equipment and the kinds of tools that the children need to be able to communicate.
Yes.
Right. Think about how important just that word is that we take for granted every single day. And here they are, and you're providing them with that means to be able to communicate. Oh, I think that's wonderful. All right. May 10th, by the way, is a Thursday.
Yes.
5:30
5:30 to 9:30?
to 9:30.
How do I remember that? I don't have a clue. I don't know where my keys are. And you're telling 5:30 to 9:30 at the Hall of Springs. Please help out. It's the 9th annual. This is a foundation that every single year just really does a lot in our community to help those children less fortunate than we are. All right. Well, Lisa, great to see you. Say hi to Michael.
I will.
And
Thank
Kate
you.
Jarosh. Jarosh.
The more
Nice to see you again,
exotic
Kate.
name.
Thank you. Good to see you too.
And if you want to see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.